I think that cut me off. It has been a little while since I've done a cooking video. And this evening, I'm going to make a recipe of mine. It's called cheeseburger soup, but I'm changing it up a little bit. Not that. These are pretty much all you're going to need. Some onion, family size can of tomato soup, and some corn, extra tomatoes if you want it, lasagna, and some mustard, and ground beef. I am going to double the recipe because it's for a decent amount of people, so I'm probably going to add 1 extra can of tomato soup. Now, in my cheeseburger soup, at the end, I used some mustard and some dill. I don't think I have any dill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my lasagna soup. I'm going to taste it and see if I can add a little bit of mustard and some kind of vinegar type of flavors to mimic that pickle taste. The cool thing is you only need 1 pot. Of course, you can't forget your coffee. Garlic powder. Some salt. And pepper. I need this onion chopped. Let's see if it works. Okay, as I said, I don't have dill, but I had a little bit of pickle juice, and it wasn't quite as sour as I wanted it, so I added a little bit of vinegar, about a couple tablespoons, and I'm going to put it right in the bowl. I added a little bit of oregano and a little bit of Italian seasoning, and I would do crushed red pepper flake right in here, but this is for a few people. So if I want it extra hot, I'll put some sriracha or something, a hot sauce, in my bowl. About a tablespoon of mustard. I have 2 cans of diced Italian tomatoes. You could use regular. I just like the spices that are in here. If you happen to have a tomato soup container that says add a cup of water or milk, don't do that. Okay, I'm going to add just a pinch more of probably oregano, Italian seasoning, and maybe just a little bit of garlic powder if you have it. Mix it around, and I'm going to let it simmer for about 20 minutes. If you did have dill seasoning, by the way, you add that last. And if you just have dill pickles, then you just eat them. And you use the brine, some of it, and more coffee. Okay, I put in the 1 can of corn, and I broke up the lasagna noodles. I actually ended up using the whole thing because there wasn't enough room for it. Alright, we're gonna let this cook until the noodles are soft. I did end up adding about 1.5 cups of water, and I think that's because lasagna noodles are a little bit thicker. If you added macaroni noodles, you likely wouldn't. And then I'm going to top it with some cheese and some ricotta. And if you wanted a more cheeseburger taste, you would top it with a little bit of the mustard and dill. If you do make the cheeseburger soup, I would top it with maybe some sour cream instead. At some point, I'll do that recipe too. This was just kind of a new take on that. The finished product. Thanks for watching. Cheers.